Hey, how's it going? Still trying to set up a little bit here. Make sure I'm all good. Is it stream running good? Yeah. Hey everyone. It's a stream. Somebody let me know if the stream's good. If you can hear me and everything. Cool. Awesome. No buffering problems or jitteriness or anything. Awesome. All right. So this is my second live stream on YouTube. I didn't really like the first one how it looked, so I went ahead and spent the last like few hours setting up this little 4-quadrant setup on my what is it, OBX Studio. I'm gonna go ahead and explain it just because it was kind of fun to do. And up in the top left corner, that's me, of course. I'm Travis, a Pyro Design. If you haven't watched any of my videos, I do 3D printed logos. This is the one I'm doing right now for Joel Telling, the 3D printing nerd. I've done all these other logos for different YouTubers, and up in the top right corner, that'll lead me to that. Those are all the I'm pointing at it like you can see over here. You can see it perfectly where you are. Anyways, in the top right corner, those are all the logos that I've done in the past. So let me go ahead and actually scroll down. I can't see the chat. Okay, and then this, of course, is my close-up camera. I wanted to, in my last stream, you couldn't even see what I was doing, so I figured it'd be cooler if you could actually see what I was doing. I'm actually going to paint the top of this. I painted this the other day, and let's see, get it close on there. It actually the print didn't turn out really good, and it was really rough, and so I just started painting it just to kind of get a feel for how the paint went on and everything. So it looks okay, but I want to make this one look a lot better. The print, I don't know if you can even tell on the camera, but it looks a lot better than this one did. So this, because he's the 3D printing nerd, let me explain the logo a little bit. This is, he does a thing called, I'm sure most of you guys have seen his show, but he has his hashtag is high five. So I took he just says it all the time in his show. I'm like stuttering all over the place, sorry. I basically wanted to take that, what he does at the end of his show, he says high five, and turn it into a 3D print and put his logo on it, basically. And on the bottom here, I actually put the little hashtag high fives on here, and I did it to where it's kind of cut right here, to where if you look at it from the top, you can see all the hashtag high fives on here, and from the side, it kind of lifts up like that, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I wanted it to look like it was constantly 3D printing, so I cut off the top of the hand and put this little 3D printing head on here, and I'm actually gonna, when I'm done, I'm gonna put some filament in out of it like this, so it'll just like kind of hang out like that. And then I laser cut this base to look like a glass 3D printing platform, so that I could just have it look like that all the time, and I thought it would be a cool base. I'm actually gonna provide these models for download for anybody that wants to print them, or if anybody's interested, when my video goes live. And Joel's actually gonna show it off on his channel and stuff, so watch out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and start messing with this. Sometimes I'll prime these models, but I decided not to. I mean, most of the time I don't actually. I'll just use acrylic paint and paint right over this stuff. If there's any like bad like little pieces, like on this one, it's rough back here, but I don't really care about the back, so that's not that big of a deal. like the little supports that I put in here kind of fell out right here, but again, in the back, not that big of a deal. You're not going to see it. So I guess I'm showing this camera. It's weird to have multiple cameras. Thanks. So, and let me explain this a little bit. This is actually, I took inspiration from a few different 3D printers. Joel has a G-Max, so I actually took this, the feeder motor from the G-Max, and I have an, oh, let me turn that off. I have an Ultimaker and Ultimaker 2 and a Flash Forge Creator Pro. So the middle part right here is a Ultimaker 2 assembly right here, and then the actual print head is from the Flash Forge. And then I took a random fan just because I thought it, when I did this, I thought it didn't look cool enough, so I put a little fan on the side too. I don't remember which printer I actually got that from, but let me actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side so you can still see it out here. Yeah, that was actually my alarm going off. I put an alarm on every night, so I will tell my 5-year-old to brush her teeth. All right, and having access to a laser cutter, actually let me explain. Having access to a laser cutter makes me do stuff like this. This is my logo, the outline of it, and I just cut it out so I actually can use that to paint on. It's kind of, when you have access to a laser cutter, you just do a bunch of silly things. All right, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. I'm going to go ahead and start with the process of cleaning this up a little bit and then painting it. This, the side of this, the heatsink area didn't really turn out that great, and it kind of bugs me a little bit, but it's on the side, so I'm not going to worry that much. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually going to see. I have a set of files that I'll just like sit here and file it out a little bit. And if I get quiet on here, like I said, just actually, I don't have it personally. It's not my laser cutter. It's actually at my the place I work, Reedyville Goods. We cut out old-fashioned metal vintage signs, like just all kinds of old. We don't do like a lot of name brand stuff. Used to, but shouldn't do that anymore. We're not supposed to do that. So we're actually not doing that anymore. But we do a lot of old vintage signs and like cutouts of animals and all kinds of any kind of old metal sign that you would see. So I actually use it for some of my logos. I did it in my Reckless Eating logo right here. This, I don't know if you can see this anyways. This whole top part was laser cut out, and then I sublimated the image right onto the top of this, and I did that. Sublimation is basically a process where you sublimation is basically a process where you press a special kind of ink onto a metal surface. It's a little bit hard to explain, but anyways, I use the laser cutter there all the time for my projects, and it's awesome to have it there. If you watch my Reckless Eating video or the Ken Domick video, or you just go ahead and go to my Instagram or Twitter, all that stuff, I always post stuff about the laser cutter. I have like little videos and stuff. In the Reckless Eating one, there's a video like that really shows the process of it. So I'm gonna keep doing this while I'm talking. And if I miss your question, just let me know. Yeah, I would love to get a laser cutter also. Freaking, they're so amazing. So much fun to just sit there. It's fun to work all day and like mess with a laser cutter and then come home and just 3D print stuff. It's just like I have like two amazing kind of jobs. I love what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I gotta get my Flash Forge. Sometimes when it prints angles that are too steep, it just gets kind of rough, and I need to work on nailing down what's causing that. I just put a upgrade kit into my Ultimaker 2, making it was the upgrade kit for the Ultimaker 2 Plus, It just basically took everything that was bad about the Ultimaker 2 and they repaired it. So I've been trying to nail all that down and get that all calibrated too. So yeah, well, you can get smaller laser cutters. You don't have to get the super huge one like we have at work. That one's, I think, an 8 by 10 foot table, something like that. It's pretty big. You can put huge sheets of steel in it. You can cut anything out on it. We cut from, what is it, 16 gauge to 24 gauge steel. We cut acrylic, cardboard, just paper, wood, anything. It's pretty awesome. I usually use PLA for my prints. I like ABS too, but sometimes I just have problems when I'm printing ABS, and I have both of my 3D printers actually in this tiny room with me right now. I used to have them upstairs, but it was getting too much of a pain to run up and downstairs. So I brought them in here. So ABS stinks really bad when you're printing it, so I just don't like to print it at all anymore. So ABS is actually a little bit easier to clean up. When you're filing PLA, it has a tendency to it almost like melts, because it's the plastic is just so much. I don't even know how to explain it. It just kind of melts, and if I try to use my Dremel on here or anything, it just will literally melt. Anyways. I don't know if I missed that question before I was talking about the materials. I just randomly started talking about what it could cut, and then you asked that. So anyways, Joel is freaking amazing. Most of you guys probably came here from Joel. He has actually gained me, I think, last time I looked, it was like 1,600 subscribers in the last 2 days on my YouTube channel, which is just amazing. It's just kind of blown up a little bit. I haven't even sent him the logo or anything to show off to people, which is pretty dang awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this one. That's why I'm kind of starting out this live stream thing too, because I want to be able to show off the process a little bit more than just the videos that I do. And because these logos take so long between the modeling process and the printing and the painting and everything, it takes me probably like a month to do one video, and that's not really good for a YouTube channel to release one video a month. So just start doing this a little bit more, especially if I get people in here that like you guys. I got 14 people watching me. That's pretty awesome. All right, what did I miss? Let's see. Oh man, I missed a lot of stuff. Hold on, sorry. Was it just chatting away? Yes, I do have a Moto 360. I'm going back through these questions. You made a small laser cutter out of DVD drives? That's amazing. The dollar store manicure kits. Hey, is that work? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get one of those. I got this little file set. A lot of the stuff I learned, and like a big inspiration of mine is Barnacules Nerdgasm on YouTube. He's the reason I brought an Ultimaker 2 in the first place. I actually found Joel through him, so I actually owe a lot to that. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. He does a lot of really cool 3D printing videos and just like nerdy, geeky stuff. It's just awesome. So, yeah. Do you have any recommendations for 3D printers $1,000 left? Actually, the FlashForge Creator Pro is, I think the older model now is $999. It's been an amazing printer. You can do dual color on it. You can because it has 2 extruders on it. You can do dual color. You can use dissolvable material like hips and all that stuff, so you can print really easy supports that can be removed really easy or dissolved off, which is really awesome. So I've been using that for about a year now, and I absolutely love it. There's so many 3D printers though that are under $1,000 now. It's really not as expensive as it used to be. I think this is just going to be a little rough on the side. It actually looks a lot better than it did. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I didn't know that, to get one of those. My wife probably has one. Just go up and steal it from her. I don't know if I'm blocking that camera at all anyways. I can't see the video and the chat at the same time, which is kind of dumb. Try to get rid of some of these things so I can try to see the video and the chat at the same time. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I've taken a lot of time on this one, even more than usual, because I've never done a logo for a 3D printing channel. So I'm like, I figure I gotta try to step up my game a little bit. So, and I'm gonna be providing, like I said, I'm gonna be providing the files for people to be able to download for this. So, I wanted to make sure everything was really good. I actually made this 3D printing head to where it can be printed just like this with no supports. You don't have to add any supports at all. I put 2 little supports right here to hold up this section, but that's all. So they can be broken off. It's actually built into the model. That's the only part that's really messed up, and you know, you look at it like this, you're not going to be able to see that anyways once I get it all painted up. So I'm going to go ahead and start actually painting now. And I just use nice quality acrylic paint. Like I was talking about earlier, sometimes I'll prime it, sometimes I won't. Usually I won't. Acrylic paint actually covers over, as you can see when I do this, covers over PLA really well. Sometimes I'll have to put a couple coats on, but don't mind me if I get a little quiet while I'm doing this. Sometimes it's hard to concentrate on talking and painting at the same time. I have actually used fingernail polish as like a secondary thing. I used it when I didn't have a color one time for acrylic paint. I can't stand, like, that's why I don't use model paints either. Same reason I don't print with ABS. I just can't stand those like really strong smells. Even when I'm out in the garage, like throwing a clear coat on this stuff, I can't be out there that long. It drives me crazy. I don't want to have to wear a mask while I'm sitting here painting. I just feel like I get nice and bright colors too with acrylic. A little bit of acrylic paint and the clear coat just looks nice to me. Just how I've always done it too. I've been painting these models. I think I did the AVGN model back in 2011, and I've been working with 3D printing since 2009, I think. So I wish I would have started a 3D printing channel a lot earlier. I would have been way ahead of the curve. Can you guys not hear me? That would. Oh. Well. Okay. I don't actually feel like an expert on any of this stuff either, even though I've been doing it so long. I've always considered myself just an artist who 3D prints, not like an expert 3D printer. It's just something I really enjoy to do, and something that kind of took off a little bit. And it's taking off a little bit more as I keep going. Yeah, it does. I like glass build platforms, and I use just glue sticks. That's what I've used for a really long time, and sometimes I have, like, I'll be sitting there fighting to get the prints off, like sticking razor blades under. I can't get them off. It's ridiculous. The logos that I print are actually for other people's YouTube channels. I work out. I usually work out something with the YouTuber. Well, let me explain it from the beginning. It'd be a little bit easier to explain why I'm doing this. So, I originally did a logo for the Angry Video Game Nerd. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's a pretty big YouTuber. Anyways, he used that logo. I sent it to him, and he used that logo in one of his videos. It was just like a little 3D modeled version of his logo, and so he used it in one of those videos, and I thought it was really cool. This is way back before I was even doing anything with YouTube at all. So he used that, and I had just started learning how to 3D print, and I had gotten the opportunity to go to PAX in Seattle, and that's when it was 2011 or whatever. So I made him the AVGN 3D printed logo. I made it for him, and he I gave it to him at PAX, and he actually ended up using that logo in his movie. So I have a movie credit in the AVGN movie, which is pretty cool. So after that, the next year or 2 years later, I went to PAX again, and he was there again. So I was like, oh, I got to make him something else to thank him for that. So I made him the Cinemassacre logo. That's his website is Cinemassacre. So I made that logo and gave that one to him. Like, actually, it was during a movie premiere that for the AVGN movie. And after that, he asked me to make the rest of his channel's logos. He has like James and Mike Mondays and Board James and Monster Madness. So I was making these logos for him, and I started making videos for it while I was doing it. And I was making videos of the creation of the logos, and I was like, okay, this is gonna run out. He's gonna run out of logos. I should start seeing if anybody else wants me to do this for him. So I emailed Dame Drops and asked him if he would want one, and he said yes. And then I kind of got on like a big like train of foodie guys, the foodie YouTubers that wanted them too, and it's just kind of gone from there. So, I mean, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'm actually going to do a video on it, on the whole story, pretty soon, once I get the time, you know. I've read a lot about the Phil extruder. It seems pretty cool, but I mean, for making cheap filament, I wouldn't recommend like trying to recycle filament like that, because after it's gotten heated and like trying to break up and recycle old prints, I don't know if I would do that. After the filament's gotten heated so much, I don't think it's going to be as strong. At least that's what I've read anyway. Now, after doing this a little bit, I'm realizing with this blue color I probably should have primed this, but oh well. Just make my stream longer. You guys are welcome to stay, and for anybody that's in here, thank you for coming and watching. This is pretty awesome. Have I ever used build tack? Let's see. I actually have not used that. I've read about that too, but I've had such good luck with glass and glue sticks that I've never really needed to. And I just looked over. I don't know if you were talking to me, if you're talking to somebody else, but this on a little thicker than usual. So get it to coat over. I've been using going back to Pyro right there. I've been using I've used anything from simple stupid craft brushes to like I bought these on Amazon. They are a little bit nicer. They're fine detail brushes, because a lot of times I'll have to get in really like on this small stuff right here, like this APD 3D. I'll have to get really tiny, but nothing really special. I mean, just stuff I got on Amazon or from Michael's. this red dry a little bit before I put any more on. Starting to streak a little bit. That's the other thing I like about acrylic paint is it dries fast. Have I ever worked with Copic markers? No, I haven't actually. What are those? That sounds pretty awesome, actually. Might have to check that out. Yeah, any tips that anybody has for me? Like I said, I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just having fun with what I'm doing. I'm happy to share my knowledge, and please feel free to share your knowledge with me too. Alright, let's see. And right now, I'm going to... Where'd that other color go? Oh, there. Let me black up over here. Have you ever painted a 3D print with them? Because that would be awesome to know. Just drop my lid. That sounds pretty amazing. That will probably be really cool for something like this, I imagine. Definitely thinking I should have primed this one now, but that's the thing I've always done with my artwork though. If I mess something up, you gotta go with it sometimes. Like I didn't prime this, and I probably should have, so I didn't have to put so many coats of paint on it, but just gotta go with it. I'm not gonna stop and prime it and wait for it to dry and all that. Rather just sit here and take the extra time and paint it a little bit more. That sucks. 3D printers break a lot. I swear, ever since I've gotten my first 3D printer, there's always something. Like whether it's just trying to fine tune it to get good prints, or something just busts, or something wears out. There's so many moving parts. There's always a problem with 3D printing. That's why I want to get an SLA printer. Just, you know, the Z-axis, and that's it. Just up and down, and the prints just look really smooth and amazing. It's just got to be able to afford it. Definitely don't have as many problems there. Especially for what I'm doing, I think it would be really good to have an SLA printer. Yeah, they are pretty messy, but the prints just look so awesome. Just not having to deal with extruders and hot plastic, and I don't know. It seems better to me, but at the same time, I know it comes with its own problems. This is going to be a little difficult. See, no, actually, that's not too bad. Getting these little fan blades in here. Yeah, everything is horrible for you. Yes, you see at work when I'm cutting out acrylic or any, just even the steel or anything, there's just so much fumes and stuff coming off all that stuff. When I cut wood, my wife says I come home smelling like a campfire. Just so much stuff I'm exposed to every day. That's why I try at least stay away from some of the kinds of paints and stuff that are nasty. You know, I'm exposed to so much other stuff. I'm just gonna start wearing a respirator all the time. Get in these little fan blades without getting too much paint stuck in there. But I don't want it to look blue right there. I don't want to get too much paint on this part in general because it's this is the outline of my logo right here. I put that on the fan. This is supposed to be like, because I made the 3D print head like all one conglomerate, I just called it APD 3D, so A Pyro Design 3D, and I put my little logo thing over here. Kind of puts my mark on the logo without like overtaking, you know, of course, overtaking Joel's. I actually, with the Ultimaker 2 upgrade kit, it came with a smaller nozzle, and I'm gonna test that out soon. I've been trying to get that printer tuned and set up from changing all the parts out. I had a little trouble where it was actually printing circles like out around and stuff like that. So I was getting that set up before I try out the smaller nozzle. So I might actually do that pretty soon. It came with 4 nozzles, a 0.4, I think the 0.25 or 3.5, I don't remember, and then a 0.6 and a 0.8, so I can print bigger stuff too, which will be pretty cool, and be able to print other kinds of filaments easier. get in these little spots while I have the black out so I don't forget about it. And this is a pet peeve of my wife's right here. I always tend to just like leave this stuff on the back like not painted or funky because I'm like, oh, nobody will ever see it. Being a perfectionist like I am, trying to get this stuff all perfect all the time, I don't know why I do that. It's just something that I've done. She always goes, you need to do the back. Hey, what's up, Kevin? I'm glad you're here. Got 19 people watching me now. This is pretty awesome. I don't see, I don't know if people are talking to me or if you guys are chatting amongst each other. Let me know if you're talking to me, if you're asking me a question directly. Because I want you guys to be able to chat, but I want to know if you guys are asking me a question directly too. Thanks a lot. Joel is helping me with that. Don't worry. Like I said, he's gotten me. I'm excited about my 19 viewers. Believe me. When I go on Periscope, when I've done live streams on Periscope, I usually get like 1 or 2 people watching me. So having 19 is amazing. And my channel growing the way it has this past week is also just like totally awesome. So I'm excited. So I'm glad for everyone that's in here, and I'm just, you know, this is it's a real amazing thing to be able to do this stuff and have such amazing jobs. Like basically, I feel like I have 2 amazing jobs that I do. Set that down for a second. My red paint's all dried up. Let's see. That still feels a little bit tacky. I'm going to go ahead and move on to something else while that's still drying. Let's get the Martha Stewart paint back out. I got this Martha Stewart metallic paint because I was, before when I was painting metal stuff, I would just spray metal like silver spray paint like into like a cap or something like that, and then just brush it on, but it stinks so bad. Like I've been saying this whole time, it just stinks. So I bought this. I'm about to use the Martha Stewart paint. I haven't dialed in my Ultimaker yet, Kevin. My Flash Forge is working pretty good with the one extruder right now. I ordered a temperature sensor for the other side, and so I just printed this in one color just on the right extruder. My one place that's printing right now. Alright, so the last time I did this on this one, this was primed, so I don't know how this paint's going to cover over the PLA. We'll find out, just like everything else. Just start right down here on the bottom. Yeah, it looks like it's actually painting just like it was before, which isn't too bad. This is painting the same as it was when I did prime it, so. There's a little hair in here. How's the audio, by the way? I know you guys can hear me, of course, but I got this little blue snowball microphone at Best Buy a few weeks ago, and I've been curious how like really sounds. Did I really? Are you kidding? I hit 3,000. Yeah, if I don't answer anything, ask Heather too. That's my wife. She will assist you also. I did hit 3,000 subscribers though. That's insane. I cannot even believe it. It took me a year. Okay, so 26:45. That's still pretty damn good. It took me a year to get to 1,000, and 2 days to get to 2,600. The background noise, that's probably because my desktop's right there. It's the really loud fans on it. That's what I'm doing the streaming through. I'm running a remote desktop over to my laptop so I can see the chat because my desktop's over on this side and I can't really see it. So hopefully that's not causing any lag or anything, but it's getting to the point where I don't have anywhere to hold this really. It's not dry, but I don't want to stop painting, so. Thanks. I really hope it skyrockets. I've gotten the thing I feel like is so cool about what I'm doing, or like what really works about it, is that I get all these YouTubers. They're all becoming my friends like really easily. Like every video that I do is a collaboration. So I've collaborated with so many big YouTubers already. It's just awesome, and all of them, every single person that I've collaborated has been like totally cool. Yeah, and I do print in white, and I do know that helps with coverage. But when I'm printing so many things, I have all these other colors that, and honestly, like I've just started live streaming, so it's not something that you would normally really see that much because like on my videos, it's a time lapse video, so it's gonna go by super fast, and you're not gonna really tell that it's taking me forever to paint. um, and I just like to use my filament that I have, or like just get, because I when I first got my Ultimaker, I bought a ton of PLA and just like every color because I was just so excited about it. And I keep looking over there. I need to look up here. I was so excited about getting all this filament and all these different colors. And I was like, oh yeah, I just need to get every color there is. And so I have like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 rolls over there. There's just like all these different colors. So I'm like, oh, I just need to use them. Yeah, I have painted models in white too, and it does definitely help though. 3D Max is my absolute favorite 3D modeling software. I've used it. I started in this, I think it was probably about 2004. I started 3D modeling. Um, I was always trying to get into like game development and doing 3D animation and stuff like that, which never kind of panned out for me. But oh my, hold on, my laptop just went to sleep. So I started using this stupid little program called Wings 3D in it, and I did my very first 3D model in that, and then I was like, this is not going to be sufficient to do anything. So I started looking for other software, and you know, I looked at the big ones. Like back then, like the really big ones were just like 3D Max and Maya, and I downloaded both of them, like a trial version, and tried them both out, and I kind of fell in love with 3D Max way back then, and I've just been using it ever since. It's just an awesome program. And I you know, of course back then I didn't have money to buy it, so I would do whatever I could to get it. I, you know, don't want to say that, but I of course buy it now. um, and I did do like student versions and stuff like that for when I was using it in school and stuff like that. So, but I don't know if that really answers your question about 3D Max, but if you wanted more explanation, let me know if you have any specific questions is what I mean. I also use ZBrush, which is another really awesome program. I don't use it that often. I really want to get into it more. It's so different from 3D Max and the way I'm used to modeling and stuff that it kind of throws me for a loop every time I use it. But the speed and the way you can model in ZBrush and the videos that I've seen is just so amazing. Yeah, I've never used SolidWorks. It's like I fell in love with 3D Max and I used it, and I tried to use Blender for a while because, like I said, when it was, I couldn't get the software that easily. So I tried using Blender for a while because it's free, and it just didn't feel right to me. And I was comfortable with 3D Max, and I've just always have been comfortable with it. So. Still don't like the way the side of this looks, but I've reprinted this thing like 3 times already, and I'm not reprinting it again. You guys will know that this is messed up. Don't tell anybody else, alright? Don't tell anybody else. When you see it on Joel's channel and he's showing it from the front, I'm going to tell him not to show it from the side. This part took me forever last time too. There's so many little details in this. Sometimes I'll print stuff like in separate pieces too and paint it to make it easier, but since I wanted people to be able to download this, I want it to be one piece. What's up, Ryan? 3D printing nerd is amazing. I've been talking him up the whole time here. Hopefully I've been talking him up enough. Please let me know if I have. Because I will talk him up till forever because of what he's done for me and just because he's so awesome in general. Yeah, ZBrush, you can actually do some pretty crazy stuff. There's a lot of ways that you can print more stuff like this or model more stuff like this in ZBrush now than there used to be. I know you're learning a lot about that stuff, right? A lot, Kevin, because you're going to college right now. But I watched a lot of videos on it, and there's way more ways than there used to be in ZBrush to make more mechanical models and stuff, and way more ways to convert it over to where it can be printed and stuff like that too. High five. So let's see, I've been in here for 57 minutes. I think this took me... I think this took me about an hour and 40 minutes last time. What do you mean, what is easy to make a model on? What is like a program that's easy? Yeah, there's a lot of simple like starter programs if you never 3D modeled. What is the Google one? Why is it slipping my mind right now? SketchUp. That one's kind of cool for like beginners, and they still have wings too. That's like a super basic poly modeler. That's what I started in way back when. I think the software is actually exactly the same as when I started with it. I downloaded it not too long ago to just like check it out, see if they had done anything with it, and it's exactly the same. But it gives you the basics of poly modeling though. Yeah, definitely Autodesk is awesome. They are my favorite for sure. They're not my favorite when they make me pay $500 a year for updates, but the software is awesome. That's what one thing I do love about ZBrush is I bought it once and they give free updates every time, so that's really cool. When I'm doing this for a long time, try to hold it steady and my hands start shaking. To like not breathe. I don't know if I'm blocking this either. You kind of probably can't really see the detail of what I'm doing. Starting to look like metal. So what do you guys think of the live stream setup? What do you think? I think I did pretty good. Compared to my last one, I just had the one camera pointing over sideways, kind of funky looking. Close up would be cool. Let's see. The light over there a little bit more. Can't really. Oh, that's better. You see that? Let's see. My stream is behind, so I don't know where I am. Starting to look. I don't know how good you can see that. Oh, that's so awesome, Kevin. I think I lowered it a bit. Who's calling me right now? I am not answering. Why is Aaron calling me, Heather? Figure out why Aaron's calling me. No, I have to put my light back over here because I can't see. Yeah, I'll probably add another camera later on. I need to get a better quality one. These ones aren't real. They're just like little kind of ghetto webcams. Wait, did I answer that? Is that you, Jeremy? Call Heather. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. Oh, thanks. I'm getting a call about my live stream. All right. Well, I got go call me in the middle of it. I hung up on him. It's probably not very nice, but. Oh yeah, I'll get to the touch up. I got to get all this other stuff filled in. I still haven't even painted some of this blue stuff in here. Yeah, if you guys have other things to do, this could be a while. Just to let you know. Not that I want you guys to leave, but feel free to come and go as you please. I will be here for a while. Like I said, I really appreciate everyone that's in here. This is like totally awesome to actually to do this in front of an audience is fun. Way more than sitting here by myself painting away. I don't think Kevin said he was leaving. I think he said he has to go back and watch the first part of it. Is that what he said? Not leaving, right? Don't leave, Kevin. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, Kevin. I'll be a little vague about it, actually. Uh, is it okay if we talk about that project that we're working on? Like, do they care? I mean, I love to like talk about my stuff like from the beginning, so I just don't want to like talk about it if not everybody's like all up to speed on it. Yep. So many little spots in this thing. Awesome. Yeah, I'll talk to them about it a little bit more. All they told me is what I sent to you so far. I kind of tweeted about it a little bit to Dame, like a little vaguely earlier. He just liked my post or my tweet. Alright, what did I miss? Alright, I gotta do these. And I gotta paint this whole thing silver. I'm getting kind of sick of painting everything silver. I don't know why I was being careful in here before. It all has to be this color anyway. Yeah, if sorry, one sec. I lost my train of thought there for a second while I was painting this. I'm just trying to get this on kind of rough too, this silver, because I know I'm going to have to go back over it a little bit once it dries. Thanks, Battle Grape. Really looking forward to when this one comes out. I gotta make the video still. That'll probably take usually takes me about 3 or 4 days to make a video, something like that. Once I'm done painting it, I'm gonna clear coat it, make sure it's all glued on there right, and then I will send it off to Joel. I always feel sad when I send him off because I feel like I'm never going to see him again. Which is, for the most part, true. I haven't seen one of the ones that I've sent off again yet. But my hope is that one of these days I will get to actually go and do some videos, some other videos with some of these guys that I've worked with, and maybe see the logos again. Be like kind of like a reunion. If I could get like a filament sponsor or something, that would be amazing. To actually send me, I would love to be able to get black and white filament all the time because I use those the most. Just if I can get big enough, maybe I can get somebody that will send me just black and white filament. I use those for my my smaller new logos to life, like for the smaller YouTube channels, and then like you guys were talking about earlier, it'd be easier to paint on white, and I know that, so it'd be nice to be able to have access to it all the time. Hands are sweating. It's hot in here. Hey Heather, if you're still watching, can you come open the window in here for me? Just gonna like walk by like 12 cameras and knock everything over. Can't even hold this thing anymore. My hands are sweating. Just, I don't care, just one of them's fine. That other one's harder to open, just open that one.
This one?
Yeah. Laser accurate tolerance. I've been using Hatchbox. It's pretty good. I like the way it shines on stuff.
Monk was asking him about 3D, how long 3D designs take.
Hold on a sec. I'm missing some questions on me. Alright, let's see. How long does 3D design process take? We should do a long road trip video sometime and call it like a museum. Oh, that would be awesome, Kev. Just go to everywhere. And, yeah, I actually wanted to do something like that with James from Cinemassacre when I got done with all of his logos. But I'm going to answer other questions in a second. I just got caught on this one thing. I wanted to do that with James, but he lives in Pennsylvania, I think, so it would have been cool to just go out and see, like, be in a video with him and, like, see all, just because he has the most logos too. He has 5 of them. So that would have been awesome to see. Alright, so let's see. How long did the 3D design process take on this logo? Honestly, I don't even know, because I just get caught in design for a long time, so I'm trying to even think. It took me between the hand and I actually modeled this base like probably 5 different times, because I kept on not liking the way it looked. Let me actually grab a couple of those. I'll show you some of my earlier designs of that. Hold on one second. This was early design. I had the high fives kind of raised up like this, but they kept printing. I was trying to make it to where I could print them straight up and down, but without having to use support, because of course support would be like a pain to clean out of this. And then I did the letters all crazy extruded out of the hand, because I thought it'd be cool, but as you can see, it printed really bad. So I ended up cutting all that off. This was a refinement of that. I had, this is when I took the letters and cut them off right here, and then I still was using this upward design back then, but I just didn't really like how these letters kept turning out. And then I thought of this, which was just raising the letters and cutting them. Let me put the other one. I don't know if all you guys saw this. Cutting out, I used a Boolean cut on this, which is, I don't know how to even explain that. But to make it to where this part of the high fives lifted, so when you look at it from the top, you can actually see the high fives, and it looks like you're just reading them, but from the side, it's kind of lifted off. I just thought that was neat. As long as I think, you know what, if there was nobody in here, I'd still be doing this. So it's awesome that there are people in here. That's the way I look at it. So I'm just having fun, and I know, like, because the stream will go up on YouTube after I'm done, that some people might watch it then too. So I don't know how many people are gonna sit here and watch me paint for 2 hours, but some people might. Gotta get some of these little tight areas. Another question that I missed. What was the story behind your becoming a sign maker? Like working at the sign shop? Because that's like a completely different story. I just want to verify that's what you're talking about. I already I told the story about the logo, so I guess that wouldn't be what you're talking about. I don't know how long you've been in here. Um, yeah, I became a sign maker for a really random reason, even more random than the reason I started doing logos. Um, my cousin, which I don't know if he's in here, he was saying that he was watching it. The guy that actually called me just a few minutes ago, he's a plumber, and he went over to the guy who's now my boss. He went over to his house to help him with a plumbing job, and I had been doing 3D design and doing all that stuff for a long time, and I had a lot of work up. And my cousin was like, "Oh, you have to meet." You know, he told this guy, "You have to meet my cousin." So he brought his card to me, and I held on to it for a couple days because I've had that happen to me a lot before, where I'm like, I don't, you know, somebody brings me a card, and I'm like, I'm not gonna call this person. I have I have no interest. It usually ends up being like a dead end or whatever. Whenever somebody brings me something, like in my experience, it's always been that way. Um, so, anyways, I didn't call him for a couple days, and then I called him, and I sent him over my website and stuff like that, and I told him, or he said, "Oh, you should come out and check out the shop," and so I did. I was like, okay, I'll come out and check out your shop. I'm thinking that it's going to be like on, you know, at like a shop, like a business place. And I go out and this guy, my boss, he's awesome, by the way. I'm not like, he lives on this huge house, and his shop, he owns this shop where he does sign making in the back of it. And he's been doing it. It's his retirement job. So I go in there, and I'm like, first of all, blown away that this guy has this crazy house and this sign shop in his backyard. And I got some silver on the side of this. Damn. So we just hit it off, and he really liked my work, and he was really enjoying checking out my stuff, and he wanted to get into some 3D designs and different stuff for signs. So we hit it off, and he just wanted me to start working like right away. He basically hired me kind of there on the spot, which, how often does that happen? I've had all these weird things that keep happening to me by accident. It's kind of awesome, but oh, Boolean, you're explaining it to me. Thank you, Kevin. So anyways, we hit it off. It's, you know, I've been working there for over a year now making signs, and we actually, since I've been there, we got the laser cutter, and we've grown the business a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. If you guys want to check it out, it's reedyvillegoods.com. A lot of old vintage signs and new stuff that we've made. I also have some of that stuff on my Etsy store too. It's under A Pyro Design. Everything I do is under A Pyro Design. My Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff is under A Pyro Design. So if you ever want to find me on any of those other platforms, just look up A Pyro Design. If it doesn't come up, try to do it with no spaces. It's been awesome to be able to incorporate, though, like the 3D printing and the laser cutting and all that stuff into my logo designs, and just being able to have the access to that, so where I can sell all that stuff on sell all these cool signs that I can make on Etsy. And it's just like so much fun. I'm like, everything that I'm doing is just like a lot of fun. I'm trying to incorporate as much of that as I can into my videos, and trying to just spread the fun that I'm having as much as I can. So I don't know why I'm painting that. That needs to be painted white. I don't know why I'm painting that silver. Alright, I think I'm finally maybe at the point where I can let the silver dry a little bit and go back and paint some of the other stuff. Shameless plug. So I painted, like I said, I painted the last one in an hour and 47 minutes. I didn't actually finish painting that one, so I'm not going to count it as being done and taking that long. So I was kind of being sloppy at the end too. So if you guys got another half hour, 45 minutes, I might be done. Maybe. The only thing I hate about acrylic paint is I leave it sitting there too long and it kind of dries out. It's all gummy. Yeah, turn back towards over here so you guys can see this better. Oh, somebody's already favoring my Etsy shop. A shameless plug worked. Yeah, the D&D dice, those are actually laser cut too. I figured that I could cut pretty much anything with a laser, so I was like, oh, we have these foam coasters and mouse pads, let me cut shapes out of them. It stinks like crazy when you do it, but they look awesome. I don't know if you're still in here, Rudy, but thanks for joining. That's awesome that you came. Go to bed. You gotta work. I know you gotta go to work. I wonder how my time lapse is gonna look. I'm just like going like this back and forth, looking at the the screen and stuff. Probably look pretty funny. That's the beauty of time lapses, though. Like, just like all this that I'm doing right now will probably take less than a minute in my time lapse when all is said and done in my video. You're funny. I used to have way more stuff up on my Etsy store, but I was doing like stuff like a couple of things that were probably considered licensed, and I didn't want to do it. Everybody on freaking Etsy does all that stuff, but I didn't think it was right, so I took it down. It was artwork that I made. It wasn't like I was using other people's artwork, but it had like a game character, like logo or something. So I took it down. Didn't feel like I should do that. It's insane to me how many people are doing that on Etsy. Between all these letters is going to be kind of a pain. Move this stuff back a little bit. Maybe see it a little bit more if I come over here. I've done that a while ago probably. It's better lighting over here too. I just keep trying to look at the chat and the chat's over there. So. Yeah, I've actually reached out to some people, creators and content or licensed stuff like we were reaching out to Marvel and all that stuff so we could actually start selling some really cool stuff. If we get some licenses for that stuff, I'll be like really excited. We might have to pay for it, but if we sell enough, it won't matter. I've thought about asking the people that I've done these logos for if I could sell the signs with my 3D printed logos on it too. I don't know if anybody would be interested in it, but maybe once my channel gets a little bit bigger, it could be some extra money for me and them. Give me a second while I try to get these letters. In between the letter. I kind of like the going back to like how many people are in here and all that. I really like the intimate live streams like this anyways, because you can actually talk to everyone that's in here. I've been on so many big live streams where there's like the text is just flying by and there's like nobody can say anything, nobody can, no questions can get answered. It's just horrible. So I almost would rather not have like a ton of people when I'm doing this anyways, because it's hard enough trying to paint and do all this. I can't even imagine trying to do that with so many people in here. You start getting trolls and stuff anyways. People that are being stupid. An awesome wing gal. Yes, you have been. Always have been. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you start sitting in here with me. If I get too big and I can't do it, you're just gonna have to sit in here with me and read the questions out to me while I'm doing this. I really probably would have designed this a lot differently if I hadn't been making it so anybody could print it. I don't figure that like a lot of people are gonna sit here and paint this, but if I would have done it for my own thing, I probably would have broke some of these parts, like printed this separate from this, and all of this stuff separate, so then I would just glue it together after I painted it. It would have been a lot easier to paint. You got so many little crevices and stuff to try to fill in, it's kind of a pain. Yeah, where people donate the money to get their questions, it's so weird to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome to get money for live streaming, but I don't know about doing it that way. It just seems weird. And it's just like people just like going off in those things. I would probably feel weird if there was that many people watching me anyways. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't be a YouTuber if I feel weird with so many people watching me. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. It's fun when you get people like that for teachers. The guy, one of my teachers actually worked at Sierra Nevada, which is a brewery in Chico. It's close to here. It's pretty big. They make Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which is like all over the place. He does all the artwork for the packaging and stuff. The 6-pack, the 12-packs, all that, the cans, everything. So it was pretty awesome that he was a teacher. Yeah, I don't know that I will have a big ego. Try to, like, even on here, I'm like saying, if anybody, I hate people that like try to act like they know everything. Like, it drives me crazy. I've been doing this stuff for, like I said, 10, 12 plus years. I don't even remember. 2004. I can't add in my head right now. My brain's fried. And I feel like I learn stuff every day. It's like if somebody told me a better way to do something, I would listen to them and I would try that. I would try that method. I can't stand people that just get on and they're like, oh, this is how you do something, and there's no. It just drives me crazy. That's like anything that you guys have talked about tonight that sounds like I would be a better method or something that would make this easier for me or make things go more smoothly for me. I will definitely try it out. Judge away. Let me get the back of this real quick. Just for looks, kind of. I'm only doing it a little bit. I'm not going to do it perfect on the back. And again, that's something that only you guys are privy to. The back is not going to look amazing. In the end, like, what I've found with doing this stuff is no matter how I get it done, as long as it looks good in the end to me, that, that's what's important to me. I will like sit there, I'm sitting here and painting this, and it's taking a little bit longer than it should have because I might have done it a easier way. But as long as it looks good in the end, that's all that's important to me. So as long as I can get that good picture and make my video look good, that's what I'm happy about. Well, I'll fix it right now. I'm not going to fix it later. Let's go back to the silver again. That needs to be coated again. Spots that I missed. To be too many sticky spots. Whoa, I missed some stuff. I'm not spending 4 more weeks on this. I'm going to finish this tonight or possibly tomorrow night. And then I'm going to get it to Joel because I want to get this video out. I'm excited about this one. I have a good feeling that it's going to do really well. And I want to get it done. So I will not spend 4 weeks. Damn it. Shouldn't have touched the red. So like if I wasn't live streaming too, I probably would let some of this stuff dry in between before just going at it and painting it more. But anything I mess up I can fix anyways. I love painting on a glass table because I can just, anything that gets stuck on there, just scrape it off afterwards. I forgot that I should probably have painted this too because this is going to probably need a couple coats. I'll try not to find. At this point, I'm not reprinting anything else. I thought about printing something more to go along with it, but printing something else, I don't know about that. Or reprinting, I don't think so. Printing something else, maybe. I need that small brush again. Well, now I'm not going to touch it right now. I'm just going to print this or paint this little stuff right here that I didn't paint before. And this doesn't require me to touch anything, so it's fine that it's drawing. This is the parts that take a long time anyways because they're super small. They go all slow. Yeah, you said you wanted one of these hands, Kevin. You wanted me to put little Joel heads all over it, right? I have plenty. Yeah, there is one still over there that's halfway printed. This is gonna look kind of creepy on the video. All these hands in here. Everybody's gonna be like, "Why is there so many hands?" I didn't even think about that. This is all gonna be in the time lapse. That's funny. I might use this footage up here for my video too. Just time lapse that over the GoPro footage or along with it. It gives a little bit more close up. Starting to look like a 3D printing head now, actually, though. Get that shine to it. Joel's head's hand. I don't think I would want to say that 5 times fast. This part's going to be kind of weird to paint. I don't want a bunch of globbed up paint in here. Now I see globbed up paint right here too. This is what I love about clear coat though. And after using or doing an acrylic paint, is that it will smooth a lot of this out. It smooths out the 3D print lines too. I like to have a little bit of 3D print lines in the 3D print though, because or else it doesn't look 3D printed anymore, and then I don't know. Some people like it all perfect. And I realize that's kind of contradictory because I'm trying to make it perfect, but perfect with the hint of 3D printing, I guess I should say. Now you guys are just being funny. That's good. Entertain each other while I probably shouldn't talk, because when I do, I can't get in these very good. dry a little bit. Let's go back to this. Back up to 15 people. We got some newbies. Nobody wants to say hi though. No, none of the new people. Please don't feel like you have to say hi either. Just stay and watch if you want, or don't. Could be they just can't stay away. That would be nice. I hate that panicked moment when I look up and I'm like, wait, is my GoPro recording? That would suck. That I love both of those, Jeremy. Those are awesome. I can't pick between any of them because I made them all, so it's like picking between your children. I just look at the fun times that I've had making them and working with the people more than the logos though themselves, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't have the logo anymore, and it's always just like a crazy fun experience working with each person. So, and I imagine that if I keep doing this, I'll have to get better for one. But if I keep doing this, I'll just work with more crazy people and more awesome people, hopefully. So. What's a better video? Show a close up on the other camera. Oh, I don't know if I can move this thing right now. I didn't paint it right there. Still kind of wet. Let's see. You guys can start to see it's getting the shininess of metal, which is what I was going for. Starting to look pretty neat, I think. What do you guys think? Where's my... Just scroll weird? Hold on a sec. Oh, wait. Thanks. Bunch of stupid stuff that I missed in here that I can see now. You get like every little crack. There's one YouTuber that I really think is awesome that you guys should probably check out. I never worked with him or anything, but he's kind of inspiring to me because he does these crazy drawings. They're like super realistic drawings, and he does like all kinds of just pop culture stuff. Like he did a BB-8, and he does like Coke bottles and stuff, but they look super hyper realistic, and it's just like time-lapse footage of him doing it, drawing it. It looks amazing. He's kind of an inspiration to me. I think his name is Marcelo Baringi. If I'm saying that right. It's pretty awesome, dude. The sign is set to high 5 or 3 printer. I get angle the camera down, but what are you talking about? The sign is it's set to high 5 or 3D printing nerd. Maybe my brain is just fried and I'm not sure what you're talking about. Let's see. I'm going to move this over here a little bit more so you can see. Move this stuff out of the way. Oh, the LED board. Thank you. I need to change that. It says Pyro Design still. Let me change that real quick. Since I moved it in front of me, I forget about it now. I need to set an alarm or something. Hold on one sec. I need to like angle the camera down so I can see it on like the stream or something, so I remember to do it. 1 second. I'm still over here just changing this old 80s keypad thing. For anybody that hasn't seen it, this is this old 80s keypad thing that I use for my LED board that I use for my videos. This thing is super old. If you've seen any of my videos, you've seen it in there. I don't want to move any of my cameras around to show it, but just check out any of my videos that's in there. This brush is getting dried up. Hey Heather, I know it's like 9 o'clock and I probably shouldn't drink it, but could you get me some coffee? I feel like I need it. Let's try to finish this thing. Yeah, what's funny about that, the people that watch the time lapse, you won't even see that whatsoever, which is the cool thing about time lapses. Like you probably won't even see me get up. Like it's that fast. It'll be like a blip. It take my time lapse footage. I do one photo every 2 seconds. So it's only 9 o'clock here. Yes, I do want coffee. Um, I do one photo every 2 seconds, and I mean you figure in a frame of footage or whatever, there's 30 frames a second or 24 or whatever you're gonna use. So one photo every 2 seconds is not that much, so it just flies by. And sometimes if it's too long for my footage, I'll even speed up that footage. So you know you're watching it now. You'll see now that you're watching what I'm doing now. You'll see it once you watch the actual video. How crazy it goes by. Didn't want to glob this paint on, but I can't get in there good, so I'm going to glob it on and then wipe it off. Midnight? Oh, nice. You're on the East Coast then. I'm in California. Is anybody going to VidCon? You gonna be at VidCon, Kevin? This is my first year. I'm gonna go to VidCon. I actually get to meet a lot of these people that I've worked with, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I've in Washington, Spokane, Washington. I love Washington. I've been to Seattle a bunch. Um, I've been to PAX a few times. My sister actually used to live in Washington, so I visited there a lot. But I don't think I've ever been to Spokane. That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, it's gonna be pretty expensive. Like, honestly, if it wasn't in California where I could drive to it, I probably would not be going either. It's expensive to travel around all over the country. It would be that's actually my dream is to be able to travel around and go to all the conventions, and I love I've been to E3, um, been to E3 what 3 times back when they were letting more people in. And I've been to PAX a couple times. I've been to like the Maker Faire in the Bay Area. I just love going to conventions, and like now that I'm doing this YouTube stuff more, I would love to just be able to travel and share that and like you know have more fun doing that stuff. I see a hand poking in with coffee. Let's see. coffee break. Sometimes I'll be funny on my time lapses, and if you watch my videos close, I'll just like sit there and I'll like stare. This is back before I was streaming or whatever. I would just like stare at the camera, just so as there's like a split second where I'm just like staring at the camera, and you'll catch it too if if you're watching closely. I'll do it. I'll sit there and just stare at it for like 2 minutes or just to be funny. Try to freak people out. There was one time where I like messing with the time lapse footage. Sometimes I did it on the the Board James video. I had the no wait was it Board James? This is the freaky one. Yeah, Board James. I had my Freddy Krueger sitting up on the top of something, and I just like had him spin around all slow, like it's not Starbucks. Well, it is Starbucks, but it's not Starbucks. It's store-bought Starbucks. Not the kind you actually go and get. But I spun that Freddy Krueger around like all slow, and it was like a stop motion kind of thing. It was pretty fun. Now I gotta see what the little stuff that I'm missing. Gotta get around this thing a little bit better. Getting close. Just like some details left and some touch up. I'm trying not to move it away from the camera. Man, that coffee's already making me feel better. Starting to get a little bit headache. You stare at this stuff for so long, and you just like eyes start to cross, and a little bit of a headache. I'm good though. As long as you guys are here keeping me alive, I'll be good. Yeah. That's pretty funny when I do that. I'll be sitting there on my phone for so long sometimes, just like, and I'll forget that the time-lapse camera is even on, and I'm just like sitting there texting somebody. This is a pretty funny one that it's kind of not messed up, but there's probably stuff in there in my videos that shouldn't be in my videos. I don't know if I should be saying this because I don't know what I've said, but like sometimes when people message me, it's usually when I'm doing the modeling part, and I'm capturing the modeling portion of my videos. There'll be like Google Talk, Hangouts, or whatever that come up, and like I said, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but people talking to me about random stuff, and I don't have any idea what's in some of that. I'm sure if you paused it just right, you could see stuff. Nobody figure out my address and come kill me, okay? You guys are cool enough that I probably invite you over. Your audio died? Weird. So you like my setup, John? How I did my stream all crazy with the 4 quads and everything? I'm going to set it up even better next time. I want to put the camera just like closer in. I couldn't find a good place to get it close in to see everything. That was the best place. I actually have it attached to the top of the monitor over there. Yeah, looking left, paint. Looking left, paint. Oh, is that somebody getting on Periscope that is here? No. Not somebody I care about right now. Not that I'm going to watch a Periscope while I'm doing this, but I try to, like the people that have promoted me before, and especially like with Dame and stuff. Dame Drops has been really awesome too. He's another really cool dude. You know that, Kevin. He has helped promote me a lot and put me on his team and all that. So it's pretty awesome. I actually talked to him pretty often over the last few days when my channel's been kind of blowing up. I've been contacting him on Facebook and talking to him about it a little bit, and he's just a cool guy to talk to. I am just making CJ. Yeah, it kind of looks like I'm making a lot. I'm only making one, but some of these are my like failed attempts, and I was just showing them off, like just to show that how long the design process can take. As you can see, I'm kind of losing it because I've been in here for 2 hours. So there is a massive delay. I didn't know that. But anyways, I have all these hands as I was showing everybody. This one's actually pretty well done. That one printed really nice, but the portion where I put this in was too skinny. Where I connect the 3D print head was too skinny, so I went ahead and printed another one with a bigger thing. The first one I printed actually busted off. This was not big enough. So that's why I printed that one. This one's pretty cool. I might keep that one up on my shelf. I haven't. The only other one that I have that actually is semi-awesome looking. I keep all the rejects up on a shelf up there. All the stuff that's like messed up. Like I have half of Reckless Eating one, and a bunch of stuff from DTC and other ones that I've done. The other one that's awesome looking though is the half a Cinemassacre one that I have. That one was the first actual episode of Logos to Life that I did, and I have to show you this. Hold on. The reason why I rejected it. So the reason why I rejected this one was hopefully you guys can see that. I hate that the stream is behind because I can't tell where I am. Okay, so that's right there. So this will be right here. The reason why I rejected it is because the part where it says Cinna right here is like closer to this side than this side. And I did not notice that until I was done painting this. And I was like, I'm going to reprint this and do it again. I'm kind of glad that I did though, because it was my first episode of Logos to Life, and I have this now to keep, since I send them all away, so it's cool to have that. Let me set that back here with everything else. Everybody can wonder why there's stuff all over the table. Yeah, the letters are barely shifted down. Exactly. But it just, especially because I was giving it to James, like after he put me in his movie, and I was like, or he put the logo in his movie, I was just like, this has to be really perfect. And he's used that logo in a bunch of his videos. Like, what's crazy is how many times or how many views my logos have actually had if you count the amount that stuff has been seen on Cinemassacre. It's insane. It's millions and millions of views that my logos have seen, but not that many people know who I am, because I mean they promoted me and everything, and Cinemassacre is awesome, but it's not like that's me. It's not like I'm there in the videos or anything. It's my logos, and it's like a behind the scenes kind of thing. So it's it's really awesome that they've been seen that much. So I don't really care, you know. And I guess eventually people, if I keep going, people are gonna know that anyway. So. Not much that I've missed. Gotta paint this. Let me get the gold out, or the kind of metallic brass kind of stuff out, so I can paint this print head. It's more gold than it is brass, but you hold the piece up to the camera for a few seconds. The Cinemassacre piece? Yeah. I did not paint these. I used dual extrusion on there, just because. Can you imagine painting these little high fives on here? This would have taken like years, and it would have been so hard to paint that. So here, let me hold this one up. Let me see. I have to wait a second so I can see where it is. Wait for the delay. It's really dark. Now it's going to be dark for a long time. Can't really get the... I think that's about as close as I can get it with the light on it. Over. Anyways, that's my... I don't know if that's what you were asking me to hold it up, but... Hold it up to the other camera? I guess that's kind of easier. Maybe I should have been doing that the whole time. Hold this up to the other camera. Let me know if this looks better when I hold stuff up to the other camera. I gotta learn all this stuff so it makes it easier when I'm doing my streams later. Does that look any better? Yeah, my one hot end that's working right now. I was working on my Ultimaker last night, and I think I actually fixed the problem that it was having. So it was a dumb problem too, because when I was putting in the kit, it's too dark. Yeah, that's what figures. That camera kind of sucks, anyways. When I was putting in the new extruder and the new print head and all that, one of the rods fell out, and the little, I don't even remember the name of it, the pulley thing fell, and I had to I switched it around on accident when I put it back in. So there was like a half an inch gap on one side, so it was like smacking back and forth, and I didn't even realize it until later. So that's why my circles were printing not perfectly. That's why all those other print heads look funky. Hold up the print head you're painting to the camera. Okay, let me do that again. Hold the print head. Let me get the light on there. See, now I have to wait for the camera or the delay to catch up. So anybody that wasn't in here, I think CJ, you weren't in here. I took parts from different, and I know you can watch this back, but I'm not going to make you watch it back for that. I took parts from different 3D printers. This was from a G-Max, and I did that because that's one of the main printers that Joel uses. And the two printers that I have, the Ultimaker 2, this middle part is from the Ultimaker 2, you know, with slight variations, like the side looks a little bit different and stuff. And then this print head down here is from the Flash Forge. So I took, you know, this... I really can't remember where I got this fan from, but I thought it needed something over here, so I put that over there. Yes, thank you, CJ, for sending Kevin over. I'm going to do a new Logos to Life episode for CJ pretty soon, too. I'm going to make it. I have plans for it already. I'm not gonna tell you what they are because it might not happen right away, but it will definitely happen. Get my light back. I can't see. And by the way, Kevin and CJ, you guys are pretty funny. I like how you guys will have full conversations with me in the comments. Like I'll just keep going. If I ever start just keep going too much, just stop me or like you don't have to answer. But I'll just like keep having full conversations with. Ask my wife. She's like, Are you writing a novel over there? What are you writing?" If somebody's talking to me about this stuff or gaming or whatever, I will just talk forever about it. Make CJ's face inside of a potato. You could print a rocket and use a spool of orange foam. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think with yours, CJ. I'm actually gonna do. I usually don't do this for the new logos to life because these things, they take me so long that I don't have as much time to spend on those. But with the way your logo is, I like that it would look cooler instead of being flat like I do with a lot of the new logos to life. I'm gonna make it 3D. I want to make a little actual rocket ship and a little spool next to it and stuff. I think it would be really cool looking. You're lucky you have a cool logo because when people don't have it as cool of logos or like their logos are some people make their own logos and they're just kind of plain or whatever. Not that I'm talking bad about anybody's logos. I don't want to say that. But there's certain ones that I want to like. I just see immediately in my head what I want to do with it, and if it's cooler looking, it's obviously gonna spark something in my head more. So. Do I know any of the people you do? I have not met any of these people that I have done logos for in real life, except for James, from Cinemassacre. I met him at PAX when I gave him both logos. It was brief meetings because James, he's insanely. My laptop shut down. He's insanely busy. You made it in like 90 seconds, but you did a good job in making it. He's insanely busy and has a lot of people around him, like when he's at like those conventions and stuff. So I didn't get a lot of chance to talk to him. I've talked to him a lot, and all these people that I've worked with, I've talked to a lot over email and different things like Skype or Google Talk and Twitter messaging and stuff. I will definitely do that. I need a bigger brush for this. It's not looking right. It's not brushing on right. It's brushing on too thick with that small brush. That's actually really starting to look like an actual 3D print head with this color on it. Yeah, I like orange. I really like the way that orange prints. Orange Prince look. They just like are really vibrant and like if you get like whenever I've done any orange 3D prints, the details and stuff seem to pop a lot more. Gonna need a bigger brush. Alright, so where to next? What do I got? I need some black, I think. Am I at the black point yet? Still a little bit more red touch up before I'm at the black point. And again, my red has dried out. Try not to put too much out at a time because this paint is expensive. Try to move it over here. Keep moving it in front of me. Look like I'm hunched over it all. Like I'm hiding it or something. I still have not messed with Ninja Flex that much. I have a roll of it, but with the Bowden tube and the Ultimaker, it's really hard to print Ninja Flex. I watched a video of Barnacle doing it one time, and he had to like slow down the printer like insanely, and I tried it one time and I just like miserably failed. Now that I have the new the kit, I think that it will be easier because it has like the tension on the back of the feeder and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna try it again. My wife keeps on asking me for a phone case printed in Ninja Flex. Like, you have the Ninja Flex, just do it. Yeah, Keegan's been awesome. He actually, I would be willing to say that Keegan was my first real true fan. He messaged me and like was so excited, and he told me he bought it. He got a 3D printer and like he was excited about it, and he like loved my channel and like all this stuff. What's so great about Keegan is that where is he, by the way? Why is he not here anyways? The first time he messaged me and I messaged him back, he was like, I can't believe somebody famous messaged me back. And I was like, I am not famous. I was like, you're hella funny. But no, he's been really cool, and he always is like promoting my channel and talking about it and stuff. So I want him to get his channel back up or get it going better. Alright. Figure out. It's still got red. The little spot right here that's driving me crazy. And I'm going to have hold my breath to get this one. It's not really a good angle on this. I should have painted this earlier. Brush has water on it still, so it's not painting it. So so small. Ugh. Alright. I almost got it. Almost got it. Alright. That pretty much sucked. But I think I got it. Wait, no, hold on. Whew. Alright. Back to you guys. Okay, I missed a lot. Hold on. Cases are nice. Alright, that's where I was. Okay. Like a recorder, yeah, a recorder to play music on. Keegan! What's up, man? That's pretty funny. Woke you up. That's awesome. I was explaining to them, Keegan, that you were the first like real fan to reach out to me, and I think it was awesome, and I'm glad to have you. And I thought it was funny as hell that you thought that when I messaged you back, that you said that that famous person messaged me back. It was like the funniest and coolest thing that I've heard. So thank you for that, and I'm glad you're here. Not Megan. I'm doing these live streams now, and I'm having a hell of fun with it. So I want all you guys to join me whenever you can. I've been in here for 2 hours and 32 minutes now. Yeah, I pretty much respond, not to say that you're not cool or anything, but I pretty much respond to like every single comment and every single thing that everybody said to me, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up. So because it's like, even since I've gotten like a little bit, even since actually over these last few days, like I'm starting to realize why people like big YouTubers and stuff don't respond as much, because it's just like gets insane. Like the amount of requests and stuff that I've gotten for logos over the last week even has been like overwhelming. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to keep up, but I still always want to be in touch with everybody that watches my stuff, and I want to be a part of, you know, just like talking to everybody, and you know, YouTube is very interactive, and it's a lot of fun to do, and part of that, the whole process to me at least, is talking to everybody, and you know, being involved in what my fans like and what is going on. You know, it's like I just want to do that as much as I can and talk to everybody that can, and I'm glad for every single person that watches, and I'm happy for every single person that, you know, likes my videos and comments, and it just is so awesome to see. Every time I get a comment, I'm just like ecstatic, and every time I get, you know, I'm trying. A master procrastinator. Yeah, you need to start getting more videos up, Keegan. I keep watching your channel, and I'm like, where's the videos, man? You gotta have videos up for people to watch them. That's what I was explaining earlier to everybody's. It's another reason why I started live streaming and stuff, is because it takes me so long to make these videos. I can't release one video a month and expect to have people watching me. We have to, release. Some YouTubers release like 3-4 videos a week, and that's just insane to me. I don't know that I could ever do that, especially doing what I'm doing. You just gotta release something though. Yeah, you be a good influence to CJ. I like his channel already. CJ, your channel's cool. It's insane to me how many 3D printing channels have come up recently too. I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this and something different, and the channels that the 3D printing channels that I like, the ones that I've been watching, are doing something different, and I like try to infuse like stuff about themselves, and like I really like on CJ's channel how he's like, oh, I used to have a gaming channel and stuff. That was just funny to me last night when I was watching that. You gotta put something else into it. I hate people that just will like print something and post it, print something and post it. Or download something from Thingiverse, print it and post it. Yeah, daily videos. I can't even imagine doing daily videos. Vlogs, maybe vlogs. I don't know. It's the whole thing that slows me down is like the editing and everything. And it's like I'm trying to work a full-time job at the sign shop too. So if I'm releasing multiple videos per week, then I'm coming home, going to work for 8 hours, coming home, making a video, editing a video, 3D printing something. It's just like it's a lot of work. I have fun with every minute of it, but I just physically can't do it. There's not enough time in the day. Now I feel like I'm just like talking away. You guys aren't asking me enough questions anymore. I just noticed I missed a big old splotch of blue on this inside part right here. I need to repaint this black all over. Added to the news channels and news content. Nice. Oh, Keegan, man, that sucks. I knew those antennas kind of sucked. I felt bad for even sending that out. I did not have time to print another one. That's why I told you I'm going to print you another one sooner or later. Here, I got to get my flash forge fixed for one. I want to print you another one to send out to you because that one, the antennas like pissed me off on that thing. You will get another one of these days though, pretty soon. Heather, you make me print that for Keegan. I will. Especially because since I started using Simplify 3D, I wasn't using Simplify 3D when I made yours, Keegan. I was using the MakerBot stupid slicer, and it prints horribly compared to Simplify 3D. So if I reprint it with Simplify, I think it'll be a lot better. I'll thicken up those antennas. Yeah, you'll get another one, man. Like I said, Keegan, you were my first true fan. You reached out to me before any real fan did. You know, it's like before any of this stuff. So I will always talk to you or whatever you want. First person that made me realize, I was like, oh, this is awesome. When you post videos, like, you're the first person that posts videos about me too, like just on your own free will, you know, not with like a logo or like before I even made the logo for you and stuff. You were talking about me on your YouTube channel and stuff. That was just awesome to me. Oh, you're funny. I already got Heather, like, I'm already trying to get her to edit and stuff for me. I'm trying to, my daughter has a channel that she's been making like little crafts and stuff on, and Heather's been editing those videos, and I've been teaching her how to use Adobe Premiere. So all along, my secret intention was to be able to make her edit my new Logos to Life videos when they get done. When I'm done with the printing, so I can concentrate on the bigger logos. Yeah, I'm glad you started 3D printing, man. That's so awesome. Have you printed anything else yet? I forget what kind of printer you have, Keegan. Get some more paint in this fan area. I can still see blue. If I can still see blue, it's not done. The first one of these I spray painted, but it ended up just getting too much spray paint on it. And that was the one that the print was messed up anyways, but it was all gummed up around this little logo and stuff, so I had to not spray paint it this time. That's like the best kind of 3D prints. Printing something that you use. I've printed all my mounts for all my GoPros. I need to actually print a couple more for right here, and if I start streaming like this more, I'm gonna print some more mounts to put up the webcams, especially for this one, so I can get it better focused down on here. Being able to print functional items out like that is my favorite thing about 3D printing. It's just amazing that you can, like, that's why I can't wait for the future of 3D printing, when you're able to print stuff with like circuits, or print like food items and all this stuff. Like, all this stuff is coming, you know. It's gonna be so awesome. Maker ruined my job. Yeah, MakerBot is kind of a weird company. They Bree Pettis, and he was he seemed like a cool part of the maker community, and he see, I'm on YouTube now, and like, I guess it's only you guys, but I don't like talking bad about people, but that guy, it seemed like he kind of sold out and just became like a completely different person. MakerBot used to be like really cool back in the day, but then yeah, it's gonna be awesome to print food too. They've already have 3D printers. They have ones that print candy and stuff. Those are awesome. I would love to have one of those. I actually thought about getting one when I was doing all these logos for all these food people. I'm like, I gotta fit in better. I'm like, how did I get in with all these food people and I'm 3D printing? Hold on, my remote cut out real quick so I can't see anything. Come on. One moment, technical difficulties. Really? Well, my stream didn't cut out. Let me go check over here. Stream's still on there. Okay, my network or my team viewer cut out. Oh, hold on one sec, guys. Come on. Really? Guess you can't expect that. I guess it's been awesome that the stream has gone so well this long. It's been almost 3 hours I've been on here and I haven't had a problem. Wait, here we go. Connect back up. And there it is. Why don't I have one now? Yeah. Being able to print out all that candy stuff and stuff would be amazing. I thought about making like all these foodie people, like it would have been perfect to print out their logos in candy or something like that and then have them try it. You like send it out to them and have them eat their own logo. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, 3D System's pretty bad too. I don't really like them. I bought my first. I actually my first 3D printer that I used was a U-Print by Dimension. It's giant 3D printer. That's the one that they had at my college, and nobody knew how to use it. Nobody. Get this back over here. The art director there, he had like no clue. He just bought it and he was like, well, we'll figure it out. And he knew that I was into 3D stuff and 3D modeling and all that. He's like, Travis, come figure this thing out. So for like two or 3 years, I was like the resident 3D printing guy at the school. And anytime anybody wanted anything printed, I would set it all up and print it. And that printer was actually pretty cool. It had 2 extruders, and the resolution was horrible. It's like 250 microns or something. So everything looked really, you could see the lines in it like crazy. But it had 2 extruders, and it had dissolvable support material. So I was printing crazy things with movable parts, and my AVGN logo, the first one I printed was done with that. John, you've seen that thing before, Scooby Diesel. That printer, I mean, it was pretty awesome. Like, that was the first printer I ever used, and I got used to using 2 print heads like way before I even got. And then I got the Ultimaker, and I was like, wait, what's this 1 print head stuff? It was all confusing. I got to print stuff flat. I got to print, so it took a little bit of a learning curve to do that, but overall, I've really liked my Ultimaker. Too much coffee and sitting here, starting to stutter and be all funky. Anyways, where was I at? Barnacles was the one who got me into the Ultimaker. Just like you were talking about, Keegan, how I got you into 3D printing. Barnacles was like a big inspiration to get me. I was already into 3D printing, but he pushed me in the direction of wanting to do YouTube and making 3D prints and stuff like that. So. Am I missing anything? Yeah, nobody still knows how to work the 3D printer at my college. It just sits there. I feel like I wish I could just go take it from there, and then I would have an extra 3D printer to do stuff. Heather and I have known each other for, this will be 2016? It's easy to remember because we got married in 2000. We've been married a long time. She can explain how we got together though, if she wants. I'm trying to paint this my little touch of a Pyro design on the fan right here. The outline of my logo. So that would be a cool little, almost like a sticker on here. Digging deep as you go. Behind the YouTube. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Heather is the one who's behind the scenes, doing everything, making sure I am sane when I'm doing all this stuff, and handling our awesome but crazy 5-year-old child when I'm in here painting for hours or editing for hours. Trying to do, doing YouTube to a big audience I know can get a little crazy, and the bigger you get, I know the crazier it gets, and especially because all the people I've known, I've met and talked to, I've seen how insane it can get. So Heather is my rock, and she will continue to be, and hopefully, as long as I don't drive her too crazy with all of this. Oh man, that YouTube silver plaque is just like in my dreams. The 100,000 subscribers. You get a YouTube silver play button. What's so awesome about like what I'm doing and what makes it, I feel like, easy to get ahead, or not ahead, but easy to grow, is that when you meet and work with these YouTubers, and people have been doing it forever. They've been doing collaborations forever on YouTube, but basically every video that I do is a collaboration, and so many people know each other through YouTube. And like, I mean, even look at you guys and how Kevin came from CJ, and CJ came from Joel, and Joel came from Barnacules, and Dame Drops has all these other people. This whole side of this is from Dame Drops. It's just like all these people that they're so interconnected in YouTube. I'm basically meeting everybody. And I mean, I don't know that there's a lot of other channels. Like there's one other channel that I can think of that really does that too. And I'm sure there's other channels. I'm not trying to like brag or anything about what I'm doing, but I'm just saying, like, with what I'm doing, it's just that's how I feel I'm gonna get bigger. It's just by it's almost like forced viral. I don't know. What's a good idea? I'm just gonna print this like pretend. Nice, man. I don't know. Back to what I was saying. Rhett and Link, big fan of theirs. Yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that in the video. I have my little Rhett and Link bobbleheads. They're in my videos now. I actually want to do. There's Link. I want to do their logo. I have it planned out already. I've had it planned out for probably a year now. It was one of the first ones that I actually planned out. I don't really think that I can contact them yet. I don't think I'm big enough. I've always wanted to just do their logo and do it kind of like I did the Cinemassacre one, and they have they have their Thursday mail show, and I was actually gonna send it in to them just like that and see if I can get on their show, and it would be awesome to meet them. You met them once? That's so cool. Yeah, our whole family watches GMM like every day. My daughter loves it's like the one thing that we sit down and watch all together. I missed it tonight. I feel bad. But I really want to do theirs and send it to them. I would do theirs as a fan project in general. Like, I don't even care if they ever show it or anything. I just want to do it, and just for them to have it. Even if they got it in the mail and they're like, oh, this is awesome, just put it up on the shelf or whatever, I would be happy with that. That's how much they've inspired me too. Like, every YouTuber that I've worked with has inspired me in some way. I've taken something from every single one. Even though I was talking about like with you, Keegan, and stuff, every single person that I've worked with or done a logo for, it's been an amazing experience, and I love talking to everybody, and I love meeting new YouTubers and the excitement about it, and it's just fun. And I don't see myself stopping doing this anytime soon. I just want to keep going and keep making as many logos as I can. You can see my wall right here. I would love to just fill up this whole room and just fill up everything. What are we talking about? I'm missing everything. Yeah, I'm gonna do my logo. I'm gonna do it. I want to do that one with LED lights and stuff. I have plans for it. There's so many logos that I have plans for already. I just have like a little, it's like an app that I use that I mark everything down. I put all of my logos, any ones that I'm working on, any ones that I want to work on, I put those in there. I really want to do Barnacles. I actually asked him one time when I first started, and before I kind of have, I've gotten to know him a little bit on Twitter. Like, he follows my stuff sometimes or favorites it, and like, I really would love to do Barnacles, and maybe working with Joel, I can talk to him a little bit more or something, because Joel knows him. But I don't like to push things either. If somebody didn't want to do a logo or didn't want to do it or whatever, I would I'm perfectly fine with it. But I would love to do his. I would love to do GMM. I really want to do Boogie 2988. These are all logos that I've looked at, and I've planned them out. I'm like, okay, this is what I would do. There's just so many different ones. There's so much opportunity, so many awesome logos that would just look so cool, like 3D printed. I just like see it in my mind. Like, as soon as I look at a logo, I'm like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. This is what, some of them take a little bit longer than others, but I have not seen Deadpool yet, Keegan, and I'm very sad about that. I would love to see Deadpool. I just have not had time. I want to see Cloverfield also. That's the crazy thing too, is if you think about just YouTube logos in general. I have so many YouTube logos I could do forever. I could only do YouTube logos and never do anything else. But then I think about too, oh, what if I did a Walking Dead logo? What if I did some crazy Star Wars thing? Or what if I did, when these things come out or like whatever? I could see that being pretty big too, but I still don't feel, sometimes I think about that and I was like, I don't feel like that's unique enough. Like I like being unique and I like doing the YouTube thing because it's different than anything anybody's doing, but I don't know. Maybe I could grow faster if I did that stuff, but I don't know. Funny season is back in. Oh, I remember their shirt lapse videos. Those are awesome. Oh, nice. You can see a movie, like a rated R movie when you're that young. That's cool. Canada. Canada sounds amazing. Ken is from Canada. Ken is awesome. Ken Domick. I was just talking to him earlier today. He did a 360 degree virtual type video where you can look all around during the video and you can use your Google goggles, your VR or whatever on it. And I thought that was really cool because he's like a food guy and he's kind of older. I thought it was like really cool that he did that and like that he's trying to push that technology already. I know that some other people are doing it too, but I'm just like, VR is freaking amazing to me. Like I was actually talking to CJ about this last night about the HTC Vive and about how I would probably just get that just so I could use the Tilt Brush app on it, and I could see making another part of my show just me drawing in Tilt Brush, and I would just be in love with that. I think it would be so fun. VR is just like amazing. I have the Google, a little stupid Google VR or goggles. It's like a ViewMaster one. I'm trying not to hide this again. I keep hiding it. And I have the little ViewMaster one, and it's so awesome. Just to, like, look at all the cool little roller coaster apps and like all that stuff, and it's just like so cool to see where the gaming possibilities and like I was watching Barnacle videos where he's playing those horror games, and he was playing some zombie. I don't even remember what it was called. Some zombie crazy game, and he's like legitimately like freaked out, and it was just so crazy to see that. Like I don't even know if I could play that. Like I tried one of those horror something what is it, Insidious app on the Google Cardboard, and it was super creepy. I could not keep it on. I was like, oh, it just like feels like you're there. Oh yeah, dude, CJ, that you've read my mind. That would be so fun. Just like sit there and draw out the logos all shiny and freaking crazy neon looking in there. I just want to be able to draw like scenes and stuff too that you can like just. I've seen some crazy stuff. Even the Google Cardboard, you can look at the. If you guys don't have Google Cardboard, at least get one. It's amazingly cheap. You can buy even the nice plastic ones for $20 or $30. They are. It's just so cool to mess with, and they have a Tilt Brush app where you can actually view stuff that other people have done with Tilt Brush, and just like you could look up. Or there's like this one where somebody drew a cabin with this snow all over it, and then you look up and you see the snow falling all around you. You can look at every single side of it. It's just it's so freaking cool. I cannot wait. I feel like people are gonna get lost in it though. Like I already with the stupid the Google Cardboard, which the resolution sucks, and it's all blurry on most stuff, but it still like draws me in. I'm like, this is so awesome looking. I don't know if I'm losing you guys talking about VR. VR is awesome to me. Alright, I am like looking at this and I was talking so much that I'm like, wait, where do I have the paint left? I think I'm legitimately at like the touch-up portion. Let's see. Looking pretty shiny. Alright, I'm going to go install this into one of my printers and see if it works. Oh, Ready Player One. Yeah, I cannot wait for that movie. I cannot believe that Heather's been talking about that for a long time to me, that book, and I just did not read it or listen like to the audiobook or anything. She had listened to the audiobook like 3 times before she got me to listen to it, and I just am in love with the story, and that Ready Player One is just amazing. Here's that part where I stuck my finger in it earlier. Fix that real quick. You welcome a world like Ready Player One. Yeah, Oasis, here we go. It would be pretty fun. I just want to I just imagine, we have friends and family that live far away from us, and you can Skype with them and do stuff like that. You can chat online or whatever. But even like doing your YouTube videos in 360 degrees, it feels like you're there. And like if you have some kind of VR and you want to visit your friends or your family that are far away, you can just like do that, and it could be like a real experience, like you're actually there. You could go like basically go visit, have a drink with them, whatever, and it feels like you're actually visiting them instead of the disconnect that there is from just like chatting online or texting or whatever. N64 logo. That one wasn't that hard, actually. I did that. I did an N64 logo. I've done all the Nintendo logos. I'm a big Nintendo fan, if you guys don't know. Huge Nintendo fan. Always have been. I just started playing the Miitomo or whatever on my phone. I don't like that it's like seems microtransaction like though, which every cell phone game these days is, but it just drives me crazy when there's microtransactions and everything. These last little details in. Are people leaving? Did I miss stuff? Who's leaving? That is one. Okay. Stream again. See you later, Keegan. And see Heather's going to bed. Who else is going to bed? Yeah, exactly. Microtransactions are freaking dumb. It just kind of pisses me off that everything is going towards that too. Like some companies try to, not do it and then say that they're not doing it, and then a million map packs later, you're basically doing the same thing. You guys are lucky that this is an easy one. When I did, what is it? James and Mike Mondays. That one took me two days to paint. Like literally, legitimately, I was painting in the shop that I was at, or the little garage that I was working, for 2 days. And the Monster Madness one, to put that together, I had so many problems with that thing. I was doing that for a week. I can't even imagine having. I guess it would be broken up into different live streams if I had been doing that, but it was insane. This one, it's been 3 hours and I'm getting close to done. Is Angus the hot end guy? I haven't really seen his stuff or talked to him that much. I really feel bad for not being involved in the 3D printing community earlier. It's crazy because I've been 3D printing for so long, but not really involved in the community. Honestly, I'm just now getting used to even being on camera and stuff. Like, I would never have done this like 3 or 4 years ago at all. I was like super shy, and like that's what YouTube has brought out in me, actually, is being able to put myself out there. And when I saw Barclays and like James and stuff, like all those people really inspired me to just do it and put myself out there. So I lost my train of thought where I was going with that, but anyways, I hope you guys got that. I'm getting a little tired. If I say anything weird, that's why. Anthony is the hot. Okay, Angus is Maker's Muse, and Anthony is the hot end. I need to. You guys, my introducers, need to introduce me to those guys. I need to get involved, but not yet. Because I don't have time to make logos. I want to do it. I'll start watching their channels. I've been trying to like figure out who all the big people in 3D printing channels are, so I can watch them more. I've been so like lost in the. I literally lost in the Cinemassacre stuff for like 6 months, and then when I got hooked up with Dame Drops, I was in all those food logos for so long that now that I'm finally starting to get a little bit bigger, I need to get involved with some of these 3D printing guys too. And obviously it's a good thing because look what Joel's done for me so far. So John, I'm asking this question to John and Jeremy because you guys actually know me and have talked to me in real life. How do you guys think I'm doing? Do you guys like my stream? Wait, John went to bed, didn't he? I can't ask him. Jeremy, are you still here? Have you ever played Gauntlet 2? You talking to me? I played Gauntlet 1 on the NES. I remember that. I played the hell out of that game. I don't remember ever playing Gauntlet 2, though. I'm sure I probably did, but honestly, on NES and stuff, I haven't played any of those games in so long. Like, I experienced all the old games that you guys call retro now when they came out. So, oh, there you go. Yeah, I love even like the newer Gauntlet games, but I don't remember honestly playing Gauntlet 2. It's been so long. Oh man, I should have got a paintbrush in there better. Inside of there earlier. I can still see blue inside of here. It's not good. I don't think I have a skinny enough paintbrush to even get in there. Nope. Well, that's just gonna have to stay blue inside there. You can't see it anyway. Only I can see it when I'm looking at it like this. Hey, thank you for watching. So what's up with you, Battle Grape? You've been in here the whole time. Do you have a channel or anything? I didn't catch any of that. Are you just a fan or a new fan? I know pretty much. You have a channel? Let's check that out. Everybody that watches me, everybody that talks to me, I will usually try to check out their channel and see what's going on, see what they're doing, and learn a bit about them. I'll do that as long as I can. Sort of have to. I missed some stuff in the back here, so I'm going to try to take care of that real quick. I don't know if we're even at the point where we care about what I'm painting anymore. We're just talking and hanging out. That's what I feel like. It's having fun. Five videos that aren't related to 3D printing. That's fine. Everybody does their own thing. I'm obviously not a connoisseur, or not a connoisseur, obviously not a picky person when it comes to YouTube. I love YouTube in general. That's why, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing. I love seeing all kinds of channels. I watch so much YouTube, it's not even funny. I will literally binge watch any logo that I'm working on. I will binge watch the hell out of that channel until I really feel like I can make that logo, or I feel like it's you know, I feel like there's an obligation to, I don't know, just know that person. Like if I've never watched their channel, I want to watch, you know, all their biggest videos. And you know, obviously some people you can't watch all of their videos, like Reckless Eating. I didn't know their videos before I did their logo, but they have like thousands of videos, so I couldn't watch all of them. But I really focused on watching a bunch of stuff that they did and try to figure out, you know, how they are and who they are as people, and like, just, I don't know, I just think it's part of what I do, and part of, like, when I make the video, I like to put some of their personality into it and stuff too. I'm glad. Like, anybody that says they're a fan of me, that's amazing to me. Like, it's still new to me to even feel like I have fans. So, it's an awesome feeling. I thank everybody that sticks around to watch me. I've got big plans for my channel, and I hope that I can fulfill them, and I hope that I can keep up the pace of everything. And as I grow, I don't want anybody to get left behind. Like I've promised logos to people already, and I want to fulfill every one of those logos. I don't like be like, oh, they got this big guy over here that wants me to do it. I still want to do all those little smaller, not little, I don't like saying that either. Every channel is awesome to me. Everybody that's putting themselves out there and doing YouTube is just cool to me. But I want to take notice of those smaller channels and give them a little bit back of what people have given me, and almost become a provider of provider of I'm losing my I am so tired. Just kind of do like what all these YouTubers have done for me and give that back is what I'm trying to say. And I'll continue doing that. Thousand subs by 2017. I don't know. What are you at now? I think anybody can do it if they really try. You gotta put the work in. You gotta get people. You gotta get in the know with people. And you already know me, and I'm going to definitely throw a video up for channel. I don't. I'm not saying that I'm all crazy or anything. My new Logos to Life's videos probably get like 100 views, but I will do everything that I can to make that video awesome and make your logo awesome for you. Try to help you out as much as I can. Thanks. I just honestly have fun doing this, so I want to do it as much as I can and meet as many new people as I can and have fun with it. Alright, I'm like struggling to see imperfections anymore. Struggling to see. I still want to paint this black real quick, this blue part, so it kind of blends in a little bit. You can grow pretty fast if you put out enough videos and be consistent and stuff like that. I feel like I even, like I said before, I'm trying to get more content and like doing these live streams and stuff. I think that's why it took me so long to grow in the first place, was not putting up enough content. And I've always tried to be interactive with people, and you guys are the first people that have been like really interactive with me back, and I really appreciate that, and I really think that's awesome. My brain is derailing here, you guys. I hope you guys will pick up what I'm trying to put across. So derailing right now. That is the wrong color. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I can see 2 more spots that need filling in. More coffee. I don't have anybody to make it for me anymore. Heather went to bed. That's why Joel drinks so many Red Bulls and stuff. I can't do energy drinks though. They mess me up too much. You think I'm talking crazy now? If I drink energy drinks, I'll be like all over the place. Stuff is exhausting. I forgot that I need to paint because the middle part is from the Ultimaker, the little coupler, and I know this coupler very well because I have had to change that thing more times than you can count. Right here, this should be white. So that is a detail that I will have to change. This paintbrush isn't really big enough. This one looks good. Mountain Dew Kickstart. Yeah, you're still young though. You get a little older, you can't drink that stuff as much. I don't know how Joel does it. He posts like 3-4 videos a week and he's drinking Red Bull. He's a little bit older than I am too. I don't know how he does that. Nuts to me. Oh yeah, I hate getting the shakes from anything, coffee or anything. Like even just sitting here doing this, because my hands have been like just like this for so long, and I'm drinking coffee. I'm just like I feel like so shaky right now. I hate that feeling. At least the white covers really well. It's not gonna be that hard to paint over this. Excuse me while I get in the detail mode again. And not get white paint on the silver like I just did. Alright, back to you guys. What's up? Nobody's talking. I was expecting to look up and see all kind of comments, and then nobody. Detail mode activate. I like that. Yeah, I need some kind of you guys help me figure out some kind of thing that I can do like Joel, where he does high five, and there's so many people that do something like that. I need some kind of thing. I will be back in 1 second. I have not hit the bathroom this whole time. If anybody needs to take a bathroom break, go ahead. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. am back. If you guys are still here. Hopefully. I brought with me some bacon for sustenance. Yes, I have cooked bacon in the fridge. What did I miss? Anything but blood. Four Joel heads. Yeah, I hope so too, Kevin. Everybody, let me introduce you to the bacon. Let it make you hungry. It's nice. Really, really well cooked. Delicious. I don't want to get bacon grease on that print though. Hey, I still have a little bit of coffee here too. I didn't notice. Cold. Heather cooked the bacon well. Alright. Let's do this real quick. Take a break from painting real quick. Move this over here. This off real quick. Set this all up. I got these computer thumb screws because I used to be a computer technician. I have like so many of them. I thought they would look cool as little base stands. Kind of look like the leveling on a 3D printer. And put that on here. See what this baby looks like real quick. Fully assembled. Like that. And then I want to do to where I put some filament in, but I haven't really figured out like how I'm gonna connect it, or like if it's just, I don't want it like just flopping around, so I might just like put a tiny hole in the back of the hand and just like shove it in there or something so it kind of looks like that. I thought about printing like a tiny spool holder and putting it back here or something. I don't know. That's the one thing I was talking about earlier that I might still try to do. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Like set it over. Kind of tuck this right here, so and this will be glued to where it doesn't move, and it'll be nice and tight on there. I'm gonna I'm going to, I gotta clear coat it too so it looks all nice and shiny and good. And this already is probably like a month of work. I'm trying to remember when I first talked to Joel about it. It's been a while already. Not like a month straight or anything, but I've been doing other stuff too. But an off and on month of work to get it to this point. So still kind of upset that this side looks kind of funky, but oh well. The base look like it's feeding. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like in the back of here or something, just like stuck in the base. Like it's feeding itself. It's reprinting itself. It's an inception thing. part. Back over there. Check one last time for little. Did I go insane? Where did I put my little paint thing? Oh, there it is. Heather. I did not eat the bacon that you just cooked. Was I not supposed to? I needed something to keep me going. I would never ever do that. Oh yeah, I do have to paint this black real quick. I need some fresh black. This stuff's all dried out over here. So, I think I'm gonna keep these. I mean, you guys think if this is a cool idea? I'm gonna keep these little logo cutouts with the paint on them, just like this. Put which print it was from, and then sign it, and then maybe do them like if I ever get to the point where I can do giveaways or something. I don't know. Would anybody think that's cool? Like to get the actual thing I painted, the Let me know if you guys think that would be a cool idea. I saved the reckless eating one so far. That's the only ones that I've done. Is this one and reckless eating. Now we're all hungry. Good idea, yeah. Get the YouTubers to sign them. Yeah, that would be cool too. If I ever, how am I gonna get them? Send them and have them send it back. As long as I pack some bacon. Yeah, I thought it would be a cool little touch to cut them out like that. And cutting, let me tell you, cutting cardboard on the laser cutter is like the easiest thing ever. It's like so fast, and it just cuts it so clean and nice. It's so fun to cut I love cutting cardboard. It's like my favorite thing to cut. Because when you cut metal, you get like some problems sometimes, and sometimes it'll cut all funky. You cut steel. But cutting cardboard and paper and like thin wood is actually really easy too. I want to really put a lot more of that stuff up on my Etsy store. I just have to have time to make it. You're considering cooking bacon. That's awesome. I'm actually doing a low carb diet right now, so bacon is aplenty around here. Another part where it printed. I really gotta figure that out. Why my printer prints it. I mean, that's less than a 45-degree angle. It shouldn't be printing so rough on those angles right there. That's why this came out bad too. It's like that should have printed well, but it didn't. Why are you cooking bacon at 1:30 in the morning? Bacon will wake anybody up too. They smell it just like in their dreams and come out. They have bacon dreams. I guarantee like 90% of people would wake up to bacon in the middle of the night. I've never thought about trying to cut food in laser cutter. That might be fun just to do. I should make another thing on my channel. I should make another thing on my channel where I just cut stuff in half with the laser. People have millions and millions. There was one show that I saw on YouTube. This guy literally just cut stuff in half. He even cut his silver play button in half. And I forget what it's called. It's like stuff inside or something like that. Or cut stuff. I don't remember. Anyways, that's literally what he does. He cuts stuff in half. And he has like 2 million subscribers. And I'm like, am I trying too hard? I'm sure he does more than that. Like, I haven't really watched his channel that much. And like, a lot of people get people watching him because of the way that they are and stuff too. But I just thought that was crazy. Yeah, will it blend? That stuff was crazy. Chocolate covered strawberries sound awesome too. I can't eat that on low carb though. Maybe if I made some low carb chocolate, or I got some low carb chocolate, I could do it, because strawberries aren't that carby. Cuts things open. That's when. Okay, yeah, you guys know it. Him and his kid. Yeah, I saw a few. It's probably a really good channel. I'm sure. I just didn't watch that many of them. Maybe I'll contact them and I'll make a logo and then I'll cut it in half, or they can cut it in half. I'm sure people would be interested to see a 3D print logo cut in half. I thought about cutting 3D prints actually on the laser. It'd be kind of cool to see, like, it would be like a perfectly clean edge, but you could see all the infill and everything in it. I think it would be kind of neat actually. Piles of bread. I've done low carb dieting for like a year before, and I didn't eat bread for a year. Pretty crazy. It does. You start to get used to it, where you don't even miss like sugar or bread or anything like that anymore. It's really strange. See, this is the ugly back that nobody is going to see except for you guys and Joel. If he shows the back, I'm going to have to tell him not to. You can live without sugar. You'd be surprised. It's not that hard. Once you do it for a while, it feels pretty nice. Like, you actually feel better when you don't eat sugar. I was talking about Team Fortress 2? Is that what you're talking about? I missed that. hiding the print again. Keep forgetting. I really need to move the camera next time. That's my next goal for my next live stream. The camera somewhere to where it's like right there. It'd be really cool if I could mount a GoPro like on my face. Just put it right here. You see everything that I'm doing. Lazy kid needs sugar. I've been a fat lazy kid my entire life. I don't know why I rinsed that brush off. I still gotta put some more black over here. I really still don't like the way this is looking. Print a GoPro mount for my face. That would be pretty cool. If only. The thing is that I don't know if there's a way to stream off of a GoPro. I only have one GoPro too, and it's doing my time lapse. I'm using webcams for my streams, and I have one webcam there and one webcam here. I actually thought about attaching the webcam to my hat, but then I have the cord that I have to contend with, so I don't know that there's a way to really attach it to something. And I know I'm just talking out of my hat right now, but the thought of it's just making me laugh. I'll probably mount something, like make some 3D print some mounts that will just go up and over, so it'll sit like right on top or something like that. I think that would look the best. Alright, later, John. Sounds good, man. I won't stay up much longer. I've been on here for 3 hours and 50 minutes now. That is going to be a long YouTube video. Once it posts. My longest one yet. See? What I love about live streams, I don't have to do anything afterwards. I just post to my channel and then, oh, there's another video. Not that a crazy amount of people will probably watch it afterwards because it's so long, but it's still cool. Just gives me extra content, I guess. And it's so much fun. I've had like a ton of fun tonight. Like I've had this experience kind of with Periscope when I had like a few people in. This one time I was at work and I was pressing some coasters. Like they're like Mario Kart coasters, and I was doing them for fun and stuff. And I was pressing the coasters, and I decided to get on Periscope and show some of the sublimation and the sign stuff. And Dame Drops came in, and he shared it out, and then I had like 30 people in my room. I was like, oh my god. I was like freaking out. I was like running around the shop trying to show everything off that I could. That was the only time I had like a decent live stream. Because every other time I've been on Periscope, I get like 1 or 2 people. But I mean, it could change once I get a little bit bigger too. But oh, somebody else left. Monk, I missed that one. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here to talk. like I said, it makes this so much more fun and so much easier to get through. Not that I love painting. It's like my zen time, and I have a lot of I've always had a lot of fun doing it, but being able to share it with people live like this is just really, really cool. Just chatting in general. I love talking about all the geeky stuff and just 3D printing, and I don't get that most of the people that I know in real life, a lot of my family and stuff, they think that 3D printing is cool, but they have no idea how or what or why I'm doing any of this. So I mean, they're starting to get it more, but a lot of them just like are kind of funny. I don't actually know anybody in real life that has a 3D printer. I've never met anybody else that has a 3D printer, so I don't have anybody to talk to about it. Yeah, that would be good. We got astronaut B579. Did you just join? That's cool. Getting close to being done. I've been here for 4 hours now. I don't see, honestly, anything else to do on here. And if you guys have been paying attention this whole time, you know that I will probably go back and touch this up a little bit later. But I think I am going to probably stop the next few minutes. Let me show it off one more time since we got a new person in here. You can see it. And then I think I'm going to stop for the night because I have to go to work tomorrow too. Alright. This is my 3D printing nerd logos to life. .3D printing is fun. If you guys, I know CJ and Kevin, you guys are already following me on Twitter and stuff, but my Instagram, I think I said this already, my Instagram, Twitter, Etsy, Snapchat, even though I don't use that much. Everything's a Pyro design. If you guys want to check out any of my old Logos to Life videos that you haven't seen, please do. And leave comments and tell me everything. I am losing it right now and I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna get off. I've really enjoyed having you guys in here. It's been a lot of fun. I plan on doing this again for sure. That's all you have is Instagram. Oh yeah, Facebook. That's the stupid one that I have to. Honestly, I post everything to Instagram first, and I have this program or this website called IFTT that posts to my images to Twitter and Facebook. So I usually, Instagram is my main thing too. So yeah, I that's how I post everything, and it'll hit Instagram and then everything else first, and then everything else afterwards. So one last look, and we'll probably clean that up too. But I'm going to head out, you guys. Thanks again for joining me. 4 hours later. I will stream again soon. I'm talking to the laptop again and not talking to the camera. Really need to work on that. Have a good night, guys, and I will talk to you guys again soon. See if I can end this thing. There, and here goes the stop.